Yeah, 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 yeah. We're gonna do Crazy Taxi,
Welcome
Alright.
to Crazy Taxi.
and we're gonna be playing as Axel. He's not a rose or red, whatever.
Is that the guy
But
from
this
One
is
Piece?
no, this is before One Piece, but he does kind of look like Zolo. But anyways, this is like the definitive arcade game, and that's not my
Nice.
opinion. That's just fact.
Whatever. I don't
Yeah.
agree.
For me, it was Marvel vs. Capcom too, but
That's a good one,
Whatever.
but this is better.
What about Star Wars, the Pole Racer?
That's a good one, but this one's better.
House of the Dead?
That's a good one, but House of the Dead 1's kind of iffy. House of the Dead 2, that one's pretty good. But anyways, Crazy Taxi is a game where you ride in a taxi. Most people have probably played it once or twice. Now, I don't really do a very good run here, but I do still get a B on it.
I mean, basically, it's pretty much get people here, but have a lot of fun while doing so. Like one time, I was playing Crazy Taxi once in an arcade machine.
Mhm.
And one time, I was just going so fast that I actually bounced and got off bounds, and then I broke the arcade machine
I
because
mean,
it got soft locked.
the thing about Crazy Taxi is that it's really inventive, and one thing that not many people think about, but this was actually the first racing type, like an arcade game kind of like this, where you just keep going, that wasn't purely on time. And what I mean by this is, a big popular thing at this time was to put in some money and you'd get 3 minutes of play. Well, in Crazy Taxi, now not in this mode, but if you were to play by arcade rules, then you would gain more time if you were to play good.
Right. It's not like Metal Slug,
Which-
where it's fucking hard.
Yeah. Well, I was pointing more towards like, does anyone remember that one arcade game where you're like a zoo ranger or something? You had to rope all the animals.
I think I
don't
remember that.
I don't remember that.
Okay, I remember that one. But yeah, I mean, this game is really good, and it even has a soundtrack by The Offspring and Bad Religion, which, they're pretty good. really
I do like the
this.
soundtrack to this game. It's all very rock.
Yeah, it's really good, but personally, I prefer Crazy Taxi 2's soundtrack.
I haven't played Crazy Taxi 2. How is that?
Oh, it's really good. It adds in like jumping. You can get multiple people at the same time. It's only on Dreamcast and PSP though.
Oh well. Well, if it's on the PS Vita store, then I'll get to get
It
that.
probably is.
The only
Actually,
experience
there's
I have
a.
with
Oh,
Crazy
go.
Taxi is I played a game for the Xbox, the original Xbox. That used to
Crazy
have,
Taxi
played it
3.
there. I guess it was 3. And I also played a Simpsons game that is really similar to this.
Yeah.
I think it was
Actually,
Hit and
speaking
Run.
of that, yeah, Simpson Hit and Run. That game actually caused a lot of controversy and a lawsuit because actually, Sega has a patent on this type of gameplay with like the arrow telling you where to go to take people.
Right.
So
So-
there was a big lawsuit that got settled out of court.
Who won?
Sega. They had a patent on it, and they infringed on it.
Wait a minute. Hit and Run is not like Hit and Run is the Grand Theft Auto Simpsons game. I think
Oh, okay.
it was called Open Road.
Oh,
or
Road
something like
Rage.
that. Road Rage.
Simpsons
yeah.
Road Rage.
Open Road.
Yeah. But, here, you pick them up, you take them places. And this was also a big game because it had in-game advertisement.
I saw that with that Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, and the Pizza Huts and church. And also, I'm being really stupid here because I'm driving in the grass a lot. The grass makes you go really slow. Don't do it. Just go to the road. It's faster to go around.
Like Mario Kart.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying too hard because, it's just a 10 limit, and I want to show, different ways of playing.
So you said you were
So-
playing this on your PlayStation 1, right?
PS2.
Oh,
PS1's not powerful enough.
So, does this game has a single player or?
Yeah, this is single player.
Oh, this is
And then-
like, but it is like a story mode or something, or it's just like play. For
No,
points?
it's just play for points. There's also a crazy box mode, which is like emissions, pretty much. It's not a story, though.
Justin, what do you have to say about Crazy Taxi?
It's very crazy looking.
Amazing
Justin.
commentary.
How much Crazy Taxi have you played?
Not much.
Oh,
Would you play?
disappointing.
I don't know, maybe. It looks interesting.
I mean, I bought this for $5 in like
Oh,
a store,
That's good.
and I think that's way less than it's worth.
Why?
I mean, I've
why
spent-
you decided to record?
So why the fuck not? I mean, it's not like we're ever gonna talk about Crazy Taxi any other way.
I don't know. Maybe we can have like a part per week of Crazy Taxi.
That wouldn't work.
Continuous Crazy Taxi. That would be crazy for sure.
That
There
would
you
be
go.
pretty crazy. But you know, if it weren't for Crazy Taxi, I think my actual road skills would be a lot worse.
I'm sorry.
If it weren't for Crazy Taxi, my actual road driving skills would be a lot worse.
What? How would
I mean,
this,
I just drive
how
like
did
this.
would this game help you improve your driving skills?
I mean, look at this thing. This has really
Look at
improved
this
my
thing.
driving.
You
I
are
think my
going-
driving's really improved thanks to Crazy Taxi.
You are crashing everywhere.
It's really improved. Like, since I was little, I would always play Crazy Taxi, so now I'm good at driving.
I see.
I love that.
Just the pause. But, anyways, like, and also the home ports, they add, like, they make the cities a lot larger. Which that's pretty cool.
Does hitting other cars like take away points or money or whatever?
No, so the way it works is if you pass a car, you'll get money, but if you... And you can start, like, combos if you don't hit them. But if you constantly... If you hit a car, then the combo gets broken.
Huh.
So,
Is
you
this
know,
made
you've
by
gotta-
Sonic Team?
It's made by Sega, but it's not the Sonic team.
Oh, okay.
No, the Sonic team didn't work on this. I
Yeah.
mean, they worked on other stuff like Nintendo Dreams.
Jet Set Radio.
Although,
Did they work on?
acclaimed-
Did they work on Puyo Pop?
They worked on Puyo Pop Fever.
They did?
Yeah, Sonic Team did. Although for
Okay.
the
The original
PS2 and
wasn't.
GameCube versions of Crazy Taxi, Acclaim did the ports, but it was pretty much just they took the Dreamcast version and put it here.
So what was the last game released for the Crazy Taxi franchise?
I'm not going to count the handheld ones, but I will get into that. Crazy Taxi 3 for Xbox. So here's me showing off what happens if you lose a guy. They just jump out.
Alright.
It was Crazy Taxi 3 for Xbox was the last one, but there was also Crazy Taxi Fair Wars for PSP, which was just a port of Crazy Taxi 1 and 2, which is what I was telling Joe about. And there was also Crazy Taxi, what was the name of it? Fair Wars, I think. No, that's the PSP one. I'll remember the name of it later, but there's this one for Android and iPhone, which is pretty fun. It's really got a good soundtrack. That's one thing I can say for every Crazy Taxi game. It has good rockin' soundtracks, which are all, you know, taken from other people.
I remember one time on a road trip, I was just listening to Crazy Taxi soundtrack.
Oh, I do that all the time. My only issue with the Crazy Taxi soundtrack is that it's so small.
Do you have any issues with this game, like gameplay wise?
My only issue is that it's not Crazy Taxi 2.
Alright. Is that considered the best one?
I'd say it's the best one, but the only one I currently own is Crazy Taxi 1. So, you know, that's the one I recorded. The thing about Crazy Taxi 2 is, like I said, you can jump the car somehow, and you can carry multiple people at once.
You can jump the car.
Yep, you can make it jump.
Alright, that sounds awesome already.
Yep. It makes a lot of, like, the road hazards a bit easier, but it does add a lot of fun and excitement.
I'm trying to remember my experience with the Crazy Taxi 3, but I just remember having fun. I guess that's what it comes down
Yep.
to.
I mean, personally, I'd say the best one was Crazy Taxi 2.
But what about 3?
I
Why is
mean-
not that not the best one?
I just didn't really like it as much. I mean, it's good, but I think it might have been just the soundtrack. No,
Is
that
it
wasn't
nostalgia?
Yeah, I think it's more nostalgia because I have more nostalgic memories with 1 and 2.
Well,
Because 1 I played in the arcade all the time, and 2 I would play at a friend's house a lot.
what were you gonna say, Joe?
Basically, how different is the other games from Crazy Taxi 1? Because, I only play Crazy Taxi 1, the arcade version.
Yeah, so this compared to the arcade, like I said, they made the maps a lot larger because you can't keep the arcade-sized maps for a home port. That's just not how this shit works. But also Crazy Taxi 2, like I said, jumping and getting multiple people, and Crazy Taxi 3 is kind of just new maps.
Okay, so Crazy Taxi 3 is pretty much an expansion.
Yeah, but Crazy Taxi 3 was also for only the Xbox original. I was gonna call it Xbox One.
Didn't Sega have some kind of exclusivity with the Xbox original?
Not entirely. So this is just me wasting my time there because I'm not gonna make this. I have 3 seconds left. They sort of did. So there was a few franchises that they said we'll make these for Xbox, and one of them was Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, and Panzer Dragoon. Those are the ones that I can remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Because they thought that Xbox would really take off, which then they realized, this isn't working. We're gonna go back to.
Well,
We're just gonna become multi-platform.
what I hear is that apparently, since the Xbox was more catered to the American audience, and Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi were a lot more popular in the US than they were in Japan, so it just made sense for them to switch to the Xbox.
Yeah, that's why they chose those franchises. I don't get why they made Panzer Dragoon Saga Xbox exclusive. I mean, that doesn't seem like a very American catering game.
I'm gonna take a guess and say that they were used to developing for the Xbox at that point.
It might have. I mean, you could say that, but they also had games for GameCube like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And this is just me fucking around with the options now because I wanted to pad out the video.
Well, it's a nice menu.
And then these are my records, but the thing is, I had just bought this version of the game, so I don't know why I'm trying to show anything off. I don't have anything to show.
Well, the characters. Do they
But
have
yeah.
different attributes or something?
None that I've noticed in my years of playing this game.
Look at my amazing high score of 0.
Exactly. But we
Yay.
will not see you again for Crazy Taxi 1 as far as I know, unless I get bored as hell and decide, hey guys, we're doing more Crazy Taxi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.